Hello and welcome back to the Vine Podcast. Today is a very special episode, not only because of my guest. You want to introduce yourself?
Yes, hi, my name is Ava Juris. I'm a second year in arts and culture, and I'm one of the scriptwriters for the Vine.
Nice, woo! So not only do we have an amazing guest, but also we're doing an open mic episode. So we're going to have multiple guests throughout the whole episode, and we're going to talk about our hot takes, our stories, our lives, our traumas. I don't know. we're gonna see all the different things that are gonna happen.
Exactly.
I have a hot take.
Yes.
First and foremost, I'm actually gonna be greedy and I'm gonna say my hot take first. I have noticed that there's like an influx of cringe culture that has been like stopping people from being able to do what they want and like try things. Mm-hmm. And I've noticed this specifically like at Dawson with people being afraid to join clubs.
Yeah.
And stuff like that.
It is a huge problem. Like, as someone who's an executive for like a few clubs, I hate that we're not getting like a lot of people at our events, at our meetings, because people are like, oh, but it's like I don't want people to think I'm cringe, especially for theater club. Mm-hmm. And like people hate on us so much, like online, like, oh, theater club is so cringe. They write all these like things about us.
I've seen that for dance club too,
Yeah.
and a bunch of other things. I'm like, guys, no one's asking you to be good.
Yeah.
I think people are just there to have a good time and to put yourself out there. It is not a career.
Yeah,
you know.
Listen, like people are like too afraid to like try new things. They don't want like to be considered cringe by other people, or they're scared like they're gonna be filmed and then like shared to other people. Like, oh, everyone's gonna think I'm cringe. I'm gonna lose aura points. Like I've actually heard someone say that. They're like, oh, I don't want to do theater because I'm gonna lose aura. And I was like, guys, it doesn't. Just try new things.
But honestly, like I think, like theater and dance and any of those like kind of group related, like really community based. Groups and clubs and stuff like that are really fulfilling. Those are the kinds of things that have given me the most fulfillment because it's so like vulnerable and because it's so kind of like cringe, I guess.
Yeah.
Because everyone's like trying their best and like looking a little silly, but when you all look silly together, I think it adds a little something.
Exactly.
You know, everyone's trying their best and no one's like, there's no ego with whatever you're doing. So that's the kind of thing that I think is like most fulfilling about it. So I hope people like actually do start participating more in clubs.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Guys, join theater club. Seriously.
Join theater club. Join, what were the?
Dance, there's improv club. There's Ace Club. I'm pretty sure.
True.
There's so many
like board game clubs
yeah,
too.
there's so
I'm
many
pretty
clubs
sure.
at Dawson, and like especially I would hype up theater club because I am in it.
Nice,
but,
nice.
Like, it's just we become like this family because we like we get to see each other like mess up all the time, and then like I've made so many great friends from theater club.
Yeah.
And we said like one of my friends in theater club, he says, if cringe makes you free. And that's exactly. Yes,
no, I did high school theater. I know this.
Yes,
I know.
Oh my god.
It's cringe, but we're so free.
Yeah,
and we're having
and like
so much
the
fun.
connections you make in theater is just like some of the best things ever.
Release your inhibitions. Feel the
rain
rain on your skin.
skin.
Exactly. No one else can feel it for you.
No one, only you can let it in.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
Oh,
and so I think I don't know. I just hope people let themselves go a little and have fun with that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And like put themselves out there more with their creations and like the things that they want to make. That's something, I mean, honestly, I feel a little scared about sometimes because I'm worried about being good enough to put my stuff out there, even if it gets an audience of like 2 people, But I think having discussions like this really does encourage me to like put myself out there and make bad projects and stuff. I don't know. What do you think?
But yeah, it's like, especially like as both of us are in the arts, like, and especially like Montreal's not. There's so much happening in the art world, so it's hard. You're like, oh, like is anyone going to see this? But even if just a few people see it, it means something. Like for me, like right now I'm in arts and culture. I'm working on my final project.
Nice.
And like I've been making music videos, just like posting them on YouTube, and even just like I get like 25 views in one day. I'm like, yes, it's something. And like
25 people is a lot of people.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
a lot of people.
And like it's mostly like the people that watch it the most is like my friends from my program from ALC, and that's also like one of the things I'm here to hype. I'm here to hype up the ALC people because as someone who's graduating, there's so much happening in May. There's the film festivals, the 15th of May. There's Mosaic, which is also the Cinema Kids. That's the 14th. Arts and Culture, our gala is the 12th. There's like Studio Arts they have a gala vernissage, and there's so much going on. So hot take, hype up, support your Dawson artists.
Support your Dawson artists.
Yes.
There's so many amazing people. Like people put out such cool things, and I feel so like Whoa! Oh
I
my
know.
god, you're doing that here?
Yeah, like I went to the film festival last semester.
It was so good. I went
It's
to.
incredible.
It was so good.
I didn't know people like from Dawson. Like for me, I don't know. I still can't grasp how big and how many resources we have at Dawson.
Yeah.
Because like some of the movies, I was like, I know this person.
Here?
Like, he made this.
Yeah.
She made like they made this. What the hell?
It's just, I don't know. People make such cool things, and I'm like, I hope people like take more of an interest in it. 'Cause
Yeah.
Sometimes and I'm guilty of this. Like I'll walk through the halls and just like nothing will go through my head, and I won't like. I'm just trying to get through the day.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think things like that can actually help that. Like I think there was a one of my friends put up this like craft exhibit at some point. And hi. This like craft exhibit at some point that was near the cafeteria. It was like in this little separate room, and there was like just a bunch of materials, and you could like make things just for fun. They had this with I think it was bracelets, like keychains and stuff like that, and bracelets and tote bags. People made tote bags too.
Yeah. That's really fun.
I really I like seeing people actually participate in these kinds of things. It's great, yeah.
Perfect.
Especially because I love making things.
Me too.
Selfishly, I really do like
Yeah.
things that are a part of my interest level. So, yeah, I don't know.
All right, should we invite our first guest?
Yes, let's invite our first guest. Come on over. Come in.
Hello.
Yay. Okay, so introduce yourself, please.
So my name is Giselle Issa. I'm the secretary of the Vine, so actually I know you guys.
Whoa! Oh my god.
Wow, big reveal. I'm here today because like I heard there was an open mic, you know.
Whoa.
So I wanted to talk about like another project I'm working on.
Of course.
It's called Olive Tree Cafe. You know, like right now we're in But there's
Whoa.
yes, if you hadn't noticed. But there's a student project to make a student cafe, so run by students. And the goal is to try to make it like in this kitchen that you don't see on the camera, but like that's
you know,
kind of
you know,
over
yeah.
there. If you come here. So we've been working on this,
That's
and we
awesome.
have had 2 trainings. We're a team of around 10 people, and we are hoping to have our general assembly in 2 weeks.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, that's so exciting. So like, it would be here. Would that be like permanent?
The idea, yes, is to have it
Okay.
permanent, but the issue we have is like the space. We kind of need to renovate it, so there's a bit of trouble around that, and we're kind of not sure if we have access to it. So we're still there's ongoing discussions, but yes. So that's the long-term project. We were thinking about like having worst case, like if we can't get the space right now, having just like a little cart and then we pop up here and there in this
That would
like
be cool, yeah.
also to get like more visibility and everything. So that was the project.
Okay, that's awesome. What inspired this project? I'm curious.
Actually, it comes from the current VP Operations and Services. She campaigned last year with that project. So, as her office volunteer, also, I helped to make it come true. So we work together. We are partnering with Youth Co-op.
Oh, okay.
So they're giving us training and everything. So that's what's making the project come true. But
That's
the idea came from Melina.
That's so cool. What the heck? I didn't know that. No, I'm being fully honest.
But like,
I don't know about this.
if you go to a lot of Cégep, they already have their student cafe.
Yeah,
like
that's
people are like,
true.
oh, I want to go there. It's so
Yeah,
amazing. Like
yeah.
you can work, you can buy stuff, and sometimes like there's even like vegetarian options, vegan
exactly.
options. So that's really really cool.
So like about time. We gotta.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and actually, I think the idea has been around for like couple years. Like I know there's been like 1 or 2 attempts since like the 2000s. So yeah, it's about time we actually do it.
That's cool. That's cool. Awesome.
Yeah, we are hoping to host, as I said, our first general assembly to elect the board members on the 23rd of April.
Coming up.
The date was just confirmed, and actually it's open to anyone. So if you are interested, like just come and see how it works, and like you can even like become part of the team, become part of the committees, and like work on stuff because the project is like it's still in the state of a project. You know, we are like actively selling food or anything, but it's like, you know, we kind of need to build it, and we need people to do that. People who are passionate, who like entrepreneurship, all that stuff.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's so cool. Oh my goodness.
Yes.
So any of the business people, I don't know. Are you guys interested in cafes? Hopefully.
I love cafes. Oh my god.
Hey, I'm not in business. I'm
Yeah.
very interested.
We've had our 2 first trainings, and we still have people joining us
Yeah.
while we're getting started.
Yeah,
so that's
exactly.
really cool. Like I have a participant who just emailed me. He was like, "Hey, I have like 2 of my friends who would like to join. No problem. We want
that's
people.
cool.
Like,
Yeah.
if you're motivated, even if you don't have skills, worst case we'll train you.
If you don't have any skills, you don't
Yeah,
have any
like,
skills whatsoever,
you know, that can happen.
you can
but,
join the Olive Tree
like,
Cafe.
I think what's most important is if you're passionate about it and
Yeah.
if you're actually interested, and it's also really a great working experience to like kind of
Yeah, exactly.
build a cafe, because then when you go to like an interview for a job, you're like, hey, I helped to make a cafe. They're like,
Yeah.
whoa, who are
Yeah.
you?
Yeah, you could be like one of the OGs of the.
Yeah,
of
like
the
right now
cafe,
it's like
you know?
the people who are there will be the founders of the cafe.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
And
wacky.
hopefully it works. Like
Yeah.
we get known and like we can be like, hey, we did this.
rep. Rep the Olive Tree Cafe. Yeah.
Yes.
But like you can, if you were to join, you could be a part of like the OG. That's kind of really special. Like
Yeah.
you'd be a part of like the first founders of the.
Yeah,
of the
which is
cafe.
another reason why you should join.
Yes.
I think.
You should. Hey guys. Hey. You should
Yes.
join. If you're like really nice and sweet or whatever, maybe you
Yeah.
can join. I don't know.
Like, also, it's just so convenient to like have a job at Dawson too.
Yeah, exactly.
Because then like when you're done class, you don't have to like travel super far and just come into Oliver's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be barista.
Especially, I'm thinking if you have like long breaks that
Yeah.
you're like not doing anything, like, or if you have like a class a day or something like that, you can work some of those times if you're like already at Dawson. It would
Yeah.
be at least
Yeah.
like if I'm thinking of my schedule, it would be really convenient, you know. So
That's true.
Yeah, but we're also looking to create student jobs, like not the board members, because like that would be more volunteering. But like for the baristas, we like maybe not right now because we don't have a space yet. But like in the future, we will be looking for people to be behind the counter. And
Yeah.
yes, we want to create student jobs to give like because sorry, we know that the job market is really difficult these days. It's really hard to get a job. So we want also to offer like more opportunities to students, and also I feel like when you contribute that way to like your school, it's like it becomes a
Yeah.
part of yourself. Like you actually want to come to school every day because you get to make cafe, wear a cute outfit, like it's a vibe.
your outfit is a part of the package. Yeah, we're making the uniform cute. Yeah.
Exactly.
And then people can walk by and be like, "Oh my god, who are those hotties that are in the Dawson Cafe?"
Baristas.
Oh my god.
Marketing strategy.
Tea. Okay, wait. Tea in both ways. Both ways. Tea. That's good. Wow. Yeah. Also, did you hear my sigh of unemployment before? By the way, that was really rough. I heard the word job and I went. Whew. That was rough. That was so rough. Anyway, but yeah, no, I'm so excited. Thank you for coming on. This is
Well, thank you for having me,
Of course.
we'll meet at the next Vine meeting.
yes. Of course. All right. Someone.
Next guest.
Okay. Hey, we have a new guest this time. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Yes, so I'm Manola. I'm team lead of the Vine. I think this is my first time showing my face in one of the podcasts. Everyone's cheering behind the cameras.
Yes.
But yeah, since I'm graduating and this is the last episode, I'm like,
Don't
I
remind
have
me.
to-
I'm sad.
I thought I had to show my face a little bit. I have a hot take that comes from one of my friends who's at another CJEP, but she saw my story and she was like, I can't be there, but here's my hot take. And
Okay,
she sent me
perfect.
voice messages
Oh,
to argue her point.
Oh, I'm so excited. Okay.
So her hot take is men make sports not enjoyable.
Ooh. I could agree with this. Go ahead.
So I guess let me turn my volume up. We're gonna
Oh,
see
I'm
what
hearing this.
we're
Okay.
gonna see what she has to say. Wait. She's whispering.
When was this recorded?
Probably at night.
Ooh.
I've never been that big of a sports fan, but I do sometimes enjoy watching sports. And ever since the Olympics, I've been very much into hockey because it's like the kind of stuff I can watch while doing something else.
In the room, by the way.
And so yeah, I've been pretty interested in hockey, and I've been on this hockey thing for like a month and a half now. And then like it's not just hockey, it's like soccer, whatever. There's like World Cups. I'm always watching with my dad. Okay, and so I like being part of the conversation about certain people and certain players and certain stuff, and I like trying to understand. But there's men
haven't listened to them before, by the way.
Oh, this is a
Yeah.
first viewing. Okay.
Watching like reading comments sometimes would be like some people make comments and stuff and saying people bash them for like, oh, you're just a girl, you don't actually know what you're talking about. Oh, you can't explain what an offside is. I can't explain what an offside is. You can't. No one can explain what an offside is. No one knows what it is. So why are you making fun of the? Oh Lord, holy, there's nothing coming out. Like why? Yeah, you get what I mean, right?
That's the first one. Let's
There's
unpack
another-
that.
okay, wait,
Let's
pause
unpack
for a
that.
second. Yeah, let's take a second.
Yeah.
You're gonna need to sit down for this. You're gonna need to sit down for this. First of all, recorded at 1 a.m. When was this?
5:57 a.m.
Oh my god.
Right,
She's an early riser.
right. Oh, she needs to go to sleep.
Yeah.
Oh, anyway, but one, I have observed this for
Yeah.
any kind of. I think this personally, I've seen this in video games because I'm much more like invested in video game cultures and stuff like that, and this is something I've noticed 100% where like any kind of male-dominated interests or whatever, people will accuse you of not being a real fan
Yeah.
or like not knowing what you're talking about, and
I feel like maybe sometimes they even like they don't even bother to explain it to you. Like
Yeah.
my dad's a big like soccer fan and like hockey fan. He likes sports in general.
Yeah.
And every time like I would ask something, like I would ask like, oh, who's playing? He'd be like, don't worry about it. What do you mean? Don't worry about it.
Yeah, exactly. I think it bothers me because it was kind of coming back to what we were talking about before, where it's like people are afraid of learning and like participating in something,
Yeah.
you know, where it's like, well, if you're gonna be on your high horse about like you don't know what you're talking about, then like you can't be mad at them for like you can't be mad at them, you know, like this is something
And even if I don't know what I'm talking about, okay, help me.
exactly. You have to
Okay, like if I'm talking about it, that means clearly I have an interest and I want to learn.
Exactly.
So why would you make fun of me and then be surprised that I don't know anything about it? Just
Yeah, no, I think people need to lose their pretentiousness about their
Yeah.
interests
Yeah.
really bad because like that's how you make friends, you know?
Yeah.
I think with my friends especially, like there's interests that I never would have had without my friends, or like artists and movies that I would never have known or cared
sure.
about without my friends. So this is an opportunity for connection. Why are we
Yeah.
and can you
blocking it
imagine
off to,
even like that's an opportunity for connecting with your parents and with your family as well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like she's saying her dad and her brother like also watch these sports, so why wouldn't you want to connect with your daughter and with your
Yeah.
sister on that point?
Yeah, exactly.
Especially since I feel like once we're teenagers, we're so disconnected from our parents and from our siblings. That's the perfect spot to actually like bring back the connection as if you were little
Exactly.
kids.
Yeah, exactly. I remember when I was younger. I keep bringing up my dad this episode. I don't know why. He's coming up a lot. Shout out to my dad. But when I was younger, granted now I'm a little less interested in sports, but he would like actually actively try and like watch it with me, or I'd watch it with him, and he would try to explain things to me, and I wouldn't get it, but you know, it was nice that I had it explained, you know, and actually. But that did help me like later on along the line because I do love watching the Olympics and like
Me
that's
too.
that's the only thing that I actively like keep up with and I
Yeah.
like watching every year, like this year, and then I think what was it, the one
Like the
that
Summer
was,
Olympics, like in
yeah,
Paris.
Summer Olympics, but in Japan they were a couple
Oh,
years ago.
yeah.
I watched that one religiously for some reason, and I had such a good time, and I like learned so much because like bigger parts of my family, like my extended family, were also into it, so I got to talk about it with them, and yeah, I don't know, I think just talk about these things with each other, you know?
I feel like any interest, you know, like helps with like connecting with people, and like even like with like your peers and stuff. Like I remember how many years ago it was like the World Cup for soccer. I don't really watch soccer.
Yes.
But it was like my dad's from Belgium, and Belgium they were like going into like it was like the semifinals. I'm pretty sure. So we were watching, and I was like really invested that year because I was like, yeah, go
Yeah.
Belgium. And I remember like talking about it at school, and like they're like guys are talking about the World Cup. I was like, oh yeah, I watched it. And like you watched it.
Yeah.
And like, oh, did you watch these guys? Did you watch, like, oh, I just watched Belgium. Like, oh, Belgium sucks. And then they kept like, they were just judging me. I was like, hey, it doesn't matter like what team you support. Even
Yeah.
like, or like, oh, but do you know what this is? You know, like this player. I'm like, they're just like hate
Why
about
are we
me.
stopping people from having fun?
Yeah. I'm like, sorry, I don't know everything about every
Yeah, I don't
soccer
know
player.
what like the back of his head looks like. My bad. I don't know like the 35th hair on his head, and I can't name it. Sorry, my bad.
So do you know what happened when he was 5 years old, actually? Do you know
Dang
all his
it,
life story?
I didn't.
Do you know where he went to school?
Guys, I need to study up. I'm not good
Yeah.
at this. I can't possibly know soccer without knowing that. I can't.
Okay, let's
yeah,
see what her second voice message
Oh,
says.
yes, oh my
'cause
God.
there's a second one. So we're gonna see. Hold on.
Listen closely.
It's like there's these activities that are very gender restricted. Watching sports is a male thing, and like for example, arts and craft typically associated to a female thing, and it's like I hate the fact that everyone's always talking about sexism doesn't exist anymore. We're all equal, but then it's like, yeah, socially speaking, no, we're not. Socially speaking, you still look down upon me for liking certain manlier things, the same way I'm most likely gonna make fun of you for liking female-ish things. Does that make sense? And so it's like I think there's this bigger picture that like sexism is, I don't know where I'm going with this, but like sexism is still a thing in the way that we are, like, culturally speaking, in terms of like what we believe, what we do, stuff like that. And it shows through the way that, for example, men view women watching sports. Or like, you know, actually I found out that there are these really, like, there's these terms called like in hockey, puck bunny, and I'm pretty sure in like basketball it was like jersey chaser or whatever, that are just associated for women, that these sports guy, assuming that it's just for their jerseys and stuff and for the title. Why are you making that assumption? Why do terms like this even exist in the first place? Why does the opposite not exist? Do you know that? And it's the same way that like women's sports does not get nearly as much attention as men's sports. And then when you watch men's sports, because it's what's wildly popular, it's like, yeah, they're like, oh, why are you watching this? You shouldn't be watching this. You're just a girl. Okay, but frustration.
Yeah.
Wow. Well
Puck
said.
bunny, jersey
Puck
chaser.
jersey
That's
chaser?
crazy.
Chaser before.
I haven't heard Puck Bunny.
I haven't
That
heard
sounds
any of them.
awful. That sounds awful.
Okay. But I mean, I guess in a sense, I can kind of see where it came from, because like right now there's all these hockey romances that are happening.
Yeah.
Specifically like in books.
Yeah.
That's a very big trend
No,
right
for sure.
now.
It gets to a point, but I think also there's like the vast majority of women who are actually invested in hockey are not puck bunnies.
Yeah.
Insane to call them that.
Yeah.
Like this friend is invested. Like she would put like little notes on Instagram with like the player's name and saying like that player did something crazy.
Yeah.
And if you ask her, like I answered one of these notes, and if you ask her, she's so excited to talk about it. She's so excited to like send all these voice messages talking about how what he did was insane and everything and debrief the game with me. And I was like, yeah, that's really fun, but it really sucks that nobody can let her do that.
I think, you know, I have a theory. I think, like, because she was talking about it a little bit before with how, oh, you know, people would probably make fun of you if the other way around men decided to be into, like, arts and crafts and stuff like that. And I actually somewhat disagree in that I think I've witnessed a lot of guys actually getting into like more feminine hobbies, and I've always seen it met with, at least from the people in those communities, like the women who are into like pushing and stuff like that, they've like welcomed them with open arms and been like, no, I think it's important that men get into more like feminine things to break down that kind of idea that there's like gendered hobbies and
Yeah, I
stuff
feel like
like
the only
that.
people like making fun of men for going into that is other men.
Yes, it's 100% other men, and I
Yeah.
think the reason that you know, men are so like protective of that kind of those kinds of spaces around like sports and video games is because they don't know how to organize community that well.
Yeah.
Like I've noticed this a lot, that like you see this with like incel communities sometimes, where like they want that emotional deeper connection, but the patriarchy stops them from feeling like they can be vulnerable in any way and like share things. So those communities end up feeling like really closed off, and everybody has to prove things to each other.
Yeah.
Whereas like if you guys get a taste of what like a different kind of community would be like, you could get an example of like, no, community should be vulnerable and fun and like safe. You know, you should be able to
It's
be
interesting
yourself.
too how things that were like historically masculine, I feel have turned more like feminine now. Like I'm gonna take like the example of the plant, the school journal. Go look at the plant.
Hey.
Like you'd think like writing historically was such a like masculine thing. Like only men were published and all these things.
Yeah.
If you look at our team right now, we have like 2 men
Yeah.
that are actually like what we have. 2 men on the print team, one that is actually writing and one that's cover artist, and the rest are all women. So it's just like, it's so interesting to see that this hobby that was typically so masculine ended up being something that garnered mostly a female community.
I think there's a term for that where it's like male flight, I think it's what it's called.
Interesting.
Where like once a hobby or a job becomes female dominated, men will notice that and then leave the hobby.
Male flight makes it sound like they're a little like flock of birds, just like migrating somewhere else.
There's something similar with like white flight. I've heard that, but that's I think specific to. I could be wrong, so someone correct me if I'm wrong. But where like if once neighborhoods start having more like people of color, white people will start leaving, and like that's another thing, you know. So I think it's like. It's interesting to see how like those kinds of shifts change. I think honestly like it comes back to that whole thing of like if we start sharing with each other more and being more like open to like learn from people, learn from women, that would be I think that would be beneficial to like how we learn and how we like form community with each other. Yeah.
My last word for this will be go and get involved with the plant, get involved with the Vine.
Yes.
The Vine will be,
come over.
The Vine will be hiring soon.
Yes,
So look out for that.
Yes.
The plant too. So look out for that. And our last episode are coming out soon.
Yes.
These will be a 2-parters normally. And the plant's last issue is going to be in May as well. So
Yes, I'm excited.
looking for that.
All right. Thank you
for-
so much for
thank
being
you guys.
here. Thank you. Hello again. We're back. 2 new people. Please introduce yourself.
So hi, my name is Sarah. It's been a long time.
I know. First episoder. Wow. OG.
OGs will remember me.
Yes, exactly. If you know, you know.
And then the second too.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
Wow.
I set a precedence.
Yeah, exactly. Set the standard. Set the standard.
All right, let's relax.
Yeah.
And then I'm the VP Operational Services. I think I've been on almost every episode. This is kind of corny.
It's okay.
Just
Maybe this is
for the
someone's first
record.
episode. Maybe this is someone's first episode. You know.
Yeah. Okay. If it's your first time,
Welcome.
what's up? How's it going? My name's Amina. Okay.
Yeah. All right.
We're about to talk about something very, very serious.
Yes.
Let me introduce you guys. Well, do you guys know that the government is going to take away your rights?
They tend to do that, but
They do tend to do that.
One,
As of
yeah.
last Thursday,
As of last Thursday,
Yeah.
we all just lost our religious rights, actually, because Bill 9 came into effect. It used to be a proposed bill by the CAC. And if you are...
they woke up one day and
Yeah, they just woke up and they were like, yeah, like, that would be kind of fun.
Ruin things
For fun.
for fun.
To stir the pot.
Yeah.
what it means essentially for the student population is that we're not going to be allowed to have any like religious events, religious clubs, prayer spaces. I'm someone who manages prayer spaces, so it's pretty terrible. Essentially, anything that points to a religion, you can't pray in public anymore. You're not allowed to do
In public?
whole
You will
bunch
be
of things.
fined.
Yeah, like if they see you like
didn't
this,
know about that.
Like, you're doing yoga in, like, a public park, they could be like, $500 right now.
Goons, guards,
No, literally.
recently there's been a lot of movement in the student contingents and all to try to do something about it, to protest.
Of course.
Because, like, not only that, we've been facing a lot of discriminatory bills, you know, like there's also Law 14
Yeah.
and like teaching, like
Right.
it used to be
21,
like Bill
Bill 21,
21,
yeah.
exactly, now it's Law 14, it's the
Yeah.
same thing. We're now like, we don't have really the choice on like what we're taught, you know, like, and what language we're taught in. Not only that, there's also been a lot of issues with how do you call it, unions. They
Yeah.
want to restrict how unions can strike. So there's like a solid day of action that's taking place May 1st.
May Day.
Mayday.
The Dawson Student Union actually voted yes to walkout. So May
Nice.
1st, we're walking out and we're protesting everything that's been wrong with the government
Yes.
recently. So
And this is not just us. This is like the entire island.
Yeah.
But
if you're on the like digital version, like where with the video, like these are all the organizations that are like supporting the movement.
Yes.
So
Which, if you're a decent person, I think you should also probably support the movement, you know? Because I think it's ridiculous that people can't express their religion in public.
it is a constitutional right, but the Quebec government has a history of using the
not caring about that.
right.
Who needs to pay attention to the
Because
Constitution? Silly
They have a constitution, and then in the constitution they have something that says we'll just disregard all that.
Right.
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 Like that's useful, you know.
Makes sense. No,
Obviously.
things are adding up, you
Yeah.
know? Things are...
So for more
1 + 1.
yeah, exactly. Equals 5.
Right.
we're doing a lot, and you specifically, we want you.
We want
And
you. We want you. We want you.
more info on @my_DSU on our websites, on the TVs. Probably we're planning to really mobilize as much as we can because it's enough. And if you stand for something, this is something that you should stand for.
Join us.
Beautiful. Incredible. We want you. We want you.